Secure! Pin!
You have people that are going out and doing a job to defend their communities. And you know in the back of the mind of every one of those officers, one of them might not be going home. And I have seen throughout my career, I have seen it here locally, where a police officer didn't go home. They kissed their loved ones goodbye, and that was the last time they saw them. And sometimes I don't think we realize the impact that this job has had on our families, let alone ourselves. That's a heavy weight. That's a heavy weight of the badge.
It's gonna be a long one, another graveyard shift, as he says goodbye to his wife and kids. It's been his life, just like his dad's, driving away under the weight of the badge. He's seen it all in his 15 years, watching our backs, facing our fears. Lord knows it ain't no easy task, keeping us safe under the weight of the badge. He swore that oath to protect and serve, pours his heart and soul into both those words. He lays his life on the line, and the line he walks is razor fine.
Every time he goes, I'm always like, call me or text me when you leave, because I just want to make sure he's okay, because I know that it's a possibility that he may not be sometime. That's the biggest weight, and I feel like a lot of times when he leaves and I give him a hug and a kiss goodbye, I always hold on to him for an extra couple of seconds, just because.
He said, I'm gonna be alright, there's just sometimes you gotta fight. And the truth is nothing truer could be said. I do it for us, and I do it for them, and I ain't gonna buckle under the weight of the badge.
So for me, the weight of the badge is the weight of the pager. When the tones go off, the emergency comes in and you're going.
And at the end of the day, when we get done with our careers, we go back home to our families. Well, who are we returning back to their families?
But you still have to leave and go home and take that badge off. But after you've had a long day at work, your heart is still heavy because of what you've seen.
When you say the weight of the badge, the weight of the shield, I was holding a conversation the other night. We were on standby at a firehouse and talking with the chief of another department, and we were talking about seeing I'm going.
Of the badge, and he ain't gonna buckle under the weight of the badge.
First of all, thank you so much for joining me as we check out the legend that is George Strait with The Weight of the Badge. And this is an incredible song, very, very moving. I'm feeling myself start to go a little bit, but a lot of credit goes to George on this, because you can't just sing a song like this. You can't. No artist can just rock up at a recording studio, sing this song, and go home. You can't do it. You have to believe in this song. You have to believe and have incredible grace and respect and admiration for all these people who are out there doing this incredible selfless job to just keep everybody safe, to just make sure that, you know, they're putting their lives on the line to make sure that we get to go home to our families. And you, like I said, you can't just sing a song like that. You have to truly believe it. And a lot of credit has to go to George for the way that he's singing this, because it's incredibly powerful, it's incredibly emotional, and you know, George's vocals in this song, you know, just kind of add to that as well. And these stories intermixed in the song are just incredible, absolutely incredible. I went absolutely ice cold when they were interviewing the fire chief, and all of a sudden his radio goes off mid-interview, and that, you know, that's it, I've got to go. And I went ice cold. It's absolutely ice cold. It's incredible song, very, very powerful song. So let's get back to it, okay?
And he ain't gonna buckle under the weight of the badge. No, he ain't gonna buckle under the weight of the badge.
It's a sense of service, really. That weight is a sense of service to the people. I'm very, very hopeful, and I'm an optimist. I think most of us are optimists in this job, because really we want to do what's right and what's good for the people. And stumble and fall, just get up, dust yourself off, and you keep moving, because that's what life's about, isn't it?
Yeah, I hope so. That's what I try to do, you know?
You know, the weight of the badge, you know, because it's really not that heavy until you put it on. And then for those guys, it's got to be incredibly heavy.
Look, this is the teenager. This is the teenager right here.
I'm blessed enough to, you know, have two like incredible daughters that they're like beyond their years.
When this uniform comes off, what do I have? I have my family.
Right about now, we're gonna go outside and show you what is my pride and joy.
One of my collar ornaments that came off one of my original uniforms, and I would like to have George Strait have that as a token of my thank you for doing this the song Weight of the Badge. And also a miniature replica of my badge that's, like I said, it's small, but it's heavy.
Okay, everybody, that was George Strait with The Weight of the Badge, and I have to say George did an incredible job with that song, incredibly respectful, a song full of admiration. You can see the people at the end talking about it, willing to give him gifts of replicas of their badge and little tokens that have just kind of like come from their uniforms as you know, just admiration for what George has done. And yeah, but this is a song that is just a wonderful tribute to those men and women who are out there every single day making sure that we get to go home to our families safe and sound. And yeah, sometimes, you know, this song is a great tribute, but it barely scratches the surface of what we should be doing for these wonderful heroes that are out there. There's so much more we can do to show them how much we, you know, really appreciate what they do. And, you know, not just over in the US, here in the UK as well. And yeah, I really love that song. I could feel myself going, I'm still on the verge of kind of breaking down a little bit over it. It's yeah, it was a very emotional song, very, very powerful, and I just loved all those stories. And I loved a little bit at the end you know, once the uniform's off, this is who I am. I'm back to just being a normal, fun-loving person who just, you know, wants to spend time with the family, out on the motorbikes, you know, just living life. But when that uniform is on, they have the weight of the badge, and yeah, haunting. It was a haunting song, and one that is definitely going to stick with me. So absolutely incredible. Thank you for recommending this one. It was almost an honor to watch it. It really was. And yeah, so George Strait, where do we go next? I'll leave that up to you. Fill the comments up. There's no reason you shouldn't like this video, so please hit that button for me. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button and come on the rest of this journey with me. But that's it from me. Until next time, I hope you all take care. I'll see you soon. Bye for now.